How do I?
You know what I'm saying?
Say goodbye.
It's been a wonderful season. Glad you all could come here and experience
to
this.
what
Because now we have made it. You know what I'm saying? We're here. Season finale. Season 2.
The
Talking
good
about podcast. A lot of people didn't think we'd get the first season. Better yet, make it to the second season. But we here. And we're at the end. And it's not a matter that we're in. It was a journey on the way here. You know what I'm saying? It's all about how we got here. You know what I'm saying? But we still here. You know what I'm saying?
I thought we'd get
just want to thank everybody that came here, you know, on this journey. You know what I'm saying?
Forever.
I don't appreciate people who asked us on the way here how long till we would get here. Because I was like, hey, we going to get here. So I'm asking all these goddamn questions. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, all these questions. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm really soaked up right now. Romel, you got anything you say, Romel? You know what I'm saying?
Just very thankful to be in this house. I want to give praise to the Alpha and Omega.
Yes.
Thank you so much for not only being a brother, but a friend.
Yes.
Is going to leave.
Live from Bearcat Studio. Season finale. Talk to Me Nice podcast show. Season 2. Hey, yo, thanks for coming back to another episode of Talk to Me Nice podcast show.
Special thanks to BTV and Bearcast Media holding us through this whole time.
And big shout outs to our executive producer, B-Man, a.k.a. Brendan Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we're back with the season finale. Talk to My Podcast show. It's your boy, host with the most, D-Rock, a.k.a. Derek So Crazy. Get a round of applause, you know what I'm saying? We made it, you know what I'm saying?
We got special thanks to BTV and Bearcast Media. They holding us through every episode, including this one.
So that's not what we already did the intro.
Oh, we already did that?
Yeah, we're on the show now.
Okay, I thought, okay. We're rolling. We're hot.
We're hot. The tape is, the ball's rolling.
Okay.
The wheel. Anyways, today we got a couple special guests, you know what I'm saying? Not alone. I guess we can start from the far right wing. Good friend of mine, bass player, you know what I'm saying? Golf tour John Legend. No. 7-time Grammy winning. Eight, I'm sorry. Excuse me, 8 times.
Just got one.
Exactly. Just came fresh off the red carpet.
She constantly plays with John Batista on the Late Show with Stephen Colbert.
I heard she had a tour bus parked outside of.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that the other day?
We'll talk more about that.
Can you tell us a bit more about your experience playing with John Batista?
Well, hold on. Let introduce yourself. Let people know your name.
You're not the
I'm
host.
Lydia Young.
Yay.
Oh my gosh.
And then next to me, a man doesn't even need an introduction. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, let the people know.
What's good?
Straight pretty voice.
Chill on me. I'm Joseph Parrish. Oh my goodness. You know, we from Baltimore, Maryland.
You know what I'm saying? We know who I am, but returning guest. You know what I'm saying? The one, the only.
Why are you fixing his head?
The Fedora God.
Hey, what's going on? It's great to be here, man. I really appreciate you inviting us back.
Let them know your name, brother. Let them know your name.
Romel Sims, born and raised in Queen City. Want to let that be known, the actual Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. Want to be known that I brought very close friends. Oh, can you hear me now?
Nope.
All right.
Just
I brought a very close friend's son with me.
I swear.
He better not, bro. He finna do it, bro. He lying.
This young man is part of a
Speak on it.
Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Oh, bro.
Wait,
for all those who are watching right now that don't know, Romel is very slimy. He's like a slug. As you were saying, brother Sims.
Where did you get that word from?
You seen that?
Who did you get that word from?
Wow.
Do you want a list or just
No, where did you use that? Where did you get that piece of vocabulary from?
slimy?
Yeah.
few dictionaries have it in there. I'm pretty sure, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And then next to Ramel, another returning guest to the show.
You want some? Okay. My name is Mr. Miles to the EL Twitty. That's
Boo.
Come on,
We
man.
have to redo that.
You
please.
lost the crowd before you got him on your side.
Come on, man. Okay, it's
dog.
Miles Twitty. My Instagram, you can follow me. MYLES.TWITTY. That's Miles Twitty for you. All right, everybody. I'm a jazz trumpet major
This man said I'm 6'5". That's all you need to know.
out of Cincinnati, Ohio, and I went to the Walnut Hills High School, which I don't know if you heard, but we had 17 perfect ACT scores.
Was
Come-
yours one of them?
That's irrelevant.
No, I think that is very relevant.
I'm very proud of my alma mater.
Boy. And then
Are they proud of you?
Shots fired.
I'm here.
Oh,
You shut
okay,
us up?
and then finally, you know what I'm saying, always here with me, you know what I'm saying,
The kid Ethan.
co-host.
You know who it is. You ain't even gotta introduce
He
me.
said you ain't need to
I'm
know.
already-
You already know, you know what I'm saying?
The crowd already loves me. I'm old family.
Exactly. He's
Way
been
back.
here. He's been here. He's a Talk to Me Night Show vet. You know what I'm saying? I guess we can jump right into it. How you guys feeling today?
pretty good.
Splendiferous, bro.
Solid.
I'm cooling, bro.
I'm chilling.
I'm
Brendan?
great.
Can't see him in there, but he's saying that he's feeling good. At least I hope he is. But first thing we're gonna jump into tonight, we'll keep it light. Tristan Thomas. How we gonna get him back?
Who?
Tristan Thomas.
Tristan Thompson?
Thompson. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Tristan Thomas.
I just be saying
My
people's
middle
names,
name
bro.
Thomas.
I just be saying people's names, bro.
Tristan Thompson. How he's still in Cleveland, bro.
Hey, bro, it's like the LeBron James meme. You know what I'm saying? Klay Thompson, Tristan Thompson, don't care whatever TBS logo looking nigga it is. LeBronify.
But both their names Thompson.
Wait, so are we talking about Klay Thompson or Tristan Thompson?
Tristan Thompson.
Wait, what about Tristan Thompson?
We need to get him out of his situation.
Are you talking about the Kardashians?
What situation?
What do you need? That
Jordan
man.
Woods?
Him cheating.
That shit's been. Excuse me.
Brother Joseph.
That stuff.
Yeah, brother
Has
Parrish,
been-
we'd like you to please watch your mouth.
Refrain from foul.
Yeah.
The devil's
Why
tongue.
did I have to break the ice? Why did it have to be me?
Hey, gotta be somebody.
Mm.
But no, like the man, he's obviously like, we're not getting Kanye back.
No,
Travis Scott just signed his deal.
Kanye's a double
That
agent.
that leads. What do you say?
Hey, Robert, try to speak into the microphone.
What'd you say, cuz? You want to say it with your chest?
I said jokingly, Kanye West is a double agent.
I'm not gonna let you guys slander a man's name like that.
Who?
That man is out in African streets in all white, playing bongos in the dust.
First
He
off,
does not know what he's doing.
I don't know if you guys have recently seen.
Foul, bro.
You're not gonna support this shit.
Wait a minute. It's nude colors. It's not white.
Whatever it
Earth
is,
tone.
early season, whatever.
First off, he's done a lot for the culture. I'm pretty sure all of you guys have seen the performance that he did at Coachella
I
with
did.
Donald
I did
Lawrence
not.
and
I
that
didn't
choir.
see that.
I did not.
I don't listen to Kanye.
Check it. No, it's like amazing. Like he
Lydia, can you say that again?
I do not listen to Kanye.
Recent Kanye or just never at all?
Never at all.
Oh,
whoa,
oh,
whoa,
That's a
whoa,
little bold. That's a little
whoa.
bold. I'm not gonna lie. To
Where were
you.
you raised at again?
Whoa.
Columbus.
That's a dirty.
Hey,
Makes sense.
hey,
There it
hey,
is.
hey,
Sorry,
hey,
y'all not
hey,
gonna-
You don't know. Wait a minute.
Yeah. Yeah.
Carry on. I'm just kidding.
Testify.
Extra fly.
It means nothing to you.
You don't feel this in your spirit at all?
Not even
I
a
don't
memory.
like him.
Why?
Nothing.
Whoa. Why?
I
You
don't
never
like
liked him?
No.
Why?
I just don't like him.
Who's
Do you like
favorite
Jason
rapper?
Derulo?
Jason
Yeah.
Derulo. What?
Like,
What?
Do you like Chance the Rapper?
How many Flow Rider remixes?
There
do
will
you
be
have
no
on your
chance
phone?
without Kanye.
Exactly.
How many
I
Flow
don't
Rider?
know.
All
How
of
many
None.
Pitbull
All of
songs
them.
do you have on your
All
phone?
of them.
What?
Pitbull songs.
Hey, don't come for my
None.
man Pitbull, bro. Don't go
Joe,
for
I
my
don't
man.
know.
Watch
Probably-
that's some thin ice.
By he, I
You on
can,
thin ice.
That's some thin ice, brother. Watch yourself. You know.
what Pitbull? What you gonna say about Pitbull, bro?
Mm.
Listen, ain't much to
What
say about
haven't people
Pitbull. That's
said
the
about
problem.
Pitbull?
Yeah.
Exactly, ain't no problem with Pitbull.
He get his check.
We was talking.
He got her getting to that bank for real.
He getting to that money, man.
I mean, I don't know how you doing it, but hey, hats off to him, man.
He's finessed more money than DJ Khaled doing half as much.
True.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about all that, bro.
What do you mean?
DJ Khaled could give TED Talks right now if he wanted to, bro.
That's
What
word.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about? No, I'm saying, but you think I'm saying he's doing half the work and it's half as seen as DJ Khaled, but he's probably making more money altogether.
I mean, I don't know for a fact. I don't really follow Pitbull like that.
He was on like the top like hip hop Forbes list for a minute. I don't know why he was, but he was there. He was
Like,
like number
with
3.
who though?
Like,
Like
with,
Diddy?
yeah, like he was on that top 5 for like a couple years.
Diddy, bro.
Like within the last 3 to 5 years, he was in that top 5 list. Pitbull was about that check.
What was he doing?
Thank you, bro. Was he?
He's being
Exactly,
international.
bro.
He's saying Dolly collecting his check, bro.
All right.
People don't write checks for nothing, dog.
They do for Pitbull. He was on the list
I can't argue that. He does that.
doing shows.
Well, let me ask you this question, brother. Do you have this list on you?
You think he would have that?
Drum
No
roll.
evidence.
Drum roll.
No evidence.
He said, I left it at home today.
Nah, by no more. I put the list. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey.
But no, like what we're gonna do for Tristan, man. Like,
I mean, I'm not gonna never tell another man how he should live his life. You know, like I mean,
but it's obvious like he's trying to like get out like the movie, but he doesn't know quite how. Like he got into the Kardashian house. Like you ever like
That's
you
his
was
fault.
feeling a girl, and then like you randomly just like I don't know 2 months in a relationship, y'all in the middle of dinner somewhere, it's like I made a terrible mistake. I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
That hit a
Whoa.
little too hard,
He
bro.
blew it.
Yeah.
So now I'm
wow.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Is that how you live?
He knew what he
What?
was
None of y'all.
getting into.
So I'm the only person here who randomly like their feelings could change. I'm the only person who like, who's like everybody just like feels how they feels all the
I mean,
time.
no.
I mean,
Like
you
a
seem like you
switch or
just jumped
nothing.
shit so fast. Like it wasn't
Right.
like, oh, like maybe like
Let's
maybe,
talk about
but
it or
still,
nothing. Like she gone like next day. Like
Facts.
dang, that's terrible.
I got. So listen.
I know how I feel.
And I'm real about it.
So Tristan, right? He's a power forward.
Yes.
He averages like almost more rebounds than points. By definition, he's a dog. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, on the court, he's a dog, so he got that mentality when he goes back. So
No,
I
it's
don't-
not even
I
that
don't know
though.
if it's the Kardashians, but it might just be the fact that he's a dog and he's just doing what dogs do.
I think he wants to get out and they don't want to let him, so he's just like, hey, I'm gonna keep doing this until like I leave. Like you ever like.
This is about to be.
I can't think of.
so.
Do you ever mess up a relationship on
Passive,
purpose? You
so
ever
passive.
sabotage a relationship on purpose?
No.
What? You ever sabotage a relationship on purpose? You're like, I didn't know exactly how to cut this off, so I got
Your
like,
own relationship?
yeah.
Wow.
Because you want it to end, like you want to get out, but you don't know like how to like.
I felt the easiest way to get out was be like, hey, I don't think this is working out anymore. Be respectful about
Yeah.
it.
Sometimes that don't be working.
Be
Like.
respectful but gentle.
you gotta
but
cheat?
firm.
who are you dealing with,
wasn't
Derek?
even
Who?
Well,
What type of women are you dealing with, Derek? I think you need to talk to us. This is an intervention now.
Hey.
This is that. Who you dealing with there?
Hey, fam, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta flee, dog. All right, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it doesn't matter how you get there. There's a lot of ways to get from point A to point B.
I think
Yeah,
it does
straightforward.
matter.
It's sometimes the best, but like you gotta go through a lot of stuff to go straight forward. Sometimes you gotta go around it. Sometimes you gotta go out back. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can't be seen. Like
That's
I
like
can't argue with that. For
Um,
real.
it's
sometimes you gotta pull Goku into transmission. You just there. She's like, oh, how we get here? I don't know, but we here. I'm sorry. I mean, by we being here, I mean I'm no longer
You
here.
got pack light in this.
I don't know
I think-
about that one, bro. I was with you for a second, then you kind of lost me, man. Talking about so we here, but you know who cares how we got here? No, that's not how it works.
it's,
You know?
it's kind of like you like that dude like that. Almost at every job, it's like he didn't put in his 2 weeks notice. He just stopped coming.
Actually, hold on. It's funny you done that. Hold up.
The manager
Literally
gonna notice
only
when I
one
stop
of my
coming.
jobs I've actually put in the 2 weeks notice. I just get the other job and then I stop going. No, actually, Ethan can vouch for me. I think the best one was like in high school, senior year. We go to spring break. We're in Florida. I get a new job. Like at the time, I'm working at Cane's.
Yeah.
I gave this Cane's a hardworking 10 months of my life. My younger years too.
Almost like-
Yeah.
My youth.
Prime
My
years.
youth, exactly. I know what I'm saying. I
Can't
get
get
the
that
job.
back.
I get
Can't get that
literally,
back.
huh?
Can't get that back.
Exactly. On break, I get the call from Nike saying I got the job there.
On break.
Okay.
Yeah, on spring
Okay,
break. So I'm
okay.
like,
Oh,
okay.
spring break.
So I'm going to work at the Nike factory. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go slang these shoes.
Go off.
Hey.
But I didn't tell like Cane's. It was like me going to Florida on spring break was a spontaneous thing. So it was like in a random like 11 o'clock shift. I went to a manager. I was like, yo, tell the other manager I'm not gonna be here next week. I'm going on break. He's like, oh yeah, bet. I was like, woo, so we're good. Bet. I go on the beach. I'm in the water. I'm having a good time. You know what I'm saying? Chest out. Woo, woo, woo. Come back to your call.
Whoop-de-woo.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Kane's calling me. I already know what it was. This man Michael forgot. He did not tell the other managers. Took a second, looked at the phone call, put it back down, went back to the beach.
Hey, I got a question.
Never called it back again.
So, like, you be getting butter on both sides when you get Cane's toast, bro?
All right, let me tell y'all how you got to order your Cane's. Right?
Hey, go ahead.
Thank you.
I like to get a Caniac combo, fries and fingers extra crispy, no slaw, extra toast, butter on both sides on the toast, and extra cane sauce. You know what I'm saying? If you're feeling, if you got to save, get it with no drink.
All right.
2 drinks?
That's
Yeah.
6. That's 6.
No, I said you get it with no
tenders.
drink if you're trying to
Two
save.
Oh,
toast.
no drink.
If you're trying to save, you know what I'm saying? If you got to drink back at the crib,
How much is Caniac combo without a drink?
like $9.
How much is it with the
10.
drink?
Like 10. 10 or some change, like 10.30.
So you might as well just get the drink.
Exactly.
Right.
You're not gonna save that dollar. If I got drinks back at the crib, I'm not about to spend
Okay,
that.
well,
I mean, you can ask
but
for a water cup.
I usually get
If you that
there.
thirsty.
You can ask for a water cup.
I mean, if you that's true, get the water. Half the time, like when you order, you say no drink, they'll give you the cup anyway. You know what I'm saying? Shouts to
Yeah.
K.
Facts. You got to say no drink after they finish inputting the meal.
But
Well,
no,
no, before,
like-
because then they won't charge you.
Like, I've never put in my 2 weeks for my job, so I don't know why I should have to do it with the relationship.
Damn.
I'm just kidding. I'm just
That
kidding.
was
I'm just kidding. I'm not like that at all. I'm not like
He
that
said,
at
at
all.
least a job pays me.
Is
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, are you in a relationship?
No, sir.
Y'all are
Okay.
icy, bro.
Well, I take it most people here have been in some type of relationship, so why would you want that 2 weeks notice?
Why what?
Like
Exactly. So, if, like,
Or
say,
like, why would you?
say somebody's about to bring up with you a bet. Would you want them to know, like, would you want them to, like, break it to you over the 2 weeks, or just want it to happen off bat?
Well, listen, I feel like if somebody's breaking up with me, I'ma know 2 weeks in at least.
Yeah. I feel like
can
it's
tell where
kind
these
of,
are heading.
You know,
I
it's
mean,
gonna be a difference
it-
in the way we acting towards each other.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't matter how like the cards lay, because sometimes you're in situations where you never saw it coming, and sometimes you're in situations where like, oh, I I saw the signs early. You know,
That's true.
just depends on what your circumstance is.
A 2 weeks notice for a relationship? Nah, maybe a divorce. Not no girlfriend boyfriend type stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like you
That's
getting
a
that
little
off the cuff.
extra.
It depends, like if y'all rock steady, because
Like, listen,
I remember like my very first legit girlfriend.
who was this?
As mom said, this is the one that, like,
real
made you,
names
this is the one
only.
that hurt
Is
you.
this the one that
grade?
broke Ramel down?
Aw, is
Wait,
Turn
what
Ramel
grade?
down.
that the
I
one?
don't even know who this is. Who is this?
Is this the one
Alright.
that turned Ramel into
now
a
I gotta
monster?
tell you, this is it's only been 2 women ever broke my heart.
Oh
The
god.
was was in 4th grade. The other
Fourth
one,
grade, bro.
bro.
He was
Jasmine
9.
was her name, bro.
He was 9, bro.
Hey,
said, "How
listen,
young is
she tore me up. So, but my first legit girlfriend was, I think, my freshman year of high school. We can't say names here, right? We're not trying to say names.
I
Right?
mean, you
It's
can't
up to
even,
you.
hey,
Huh?
I ain't
It's
saying
up
names
to
of-
you.
All
I
in,
ain't saying
all in
names.
favor of names, raise your hand.
I'm not dropping no names because
I'm
it's
not.
too recent.
If,
Yeah.
if you in favor of names, you gotta drop names too.
No, I'm not
God
dropping no
damn.
names.
Not
All right.
slow.
So,
All right.
Anywho, yeah, we're gonna call her.
Anonymous.
We're gonna call this girl Robin.
Okay, Robin.
I know a Robin.
All right,
Yeah, same.
Red,
that a real-
Same.
is that a real
fire.
This is in high school. All right, so I'm a freshman. She was
Got that.
she was a year older than me. She was a sophomore, and
Like the older one.
she used to like kind of flirt me. Like, now mind you, I had a lot going on my freshman year. Like I said, I made it to the hoop team.
Peak.
Oh, you
Like,
had
I
that
was-
cloud. He was like,
You made it to the SCPA hoop team, bro. Come on, man.
It's a-
Come on.
I mean, still like
This
he
the
still
art-
had a jersey,
this
bro.
the art school hoop team, bro.
Still got them letters.
I definitely don't.
Still got them letters.
Hey,
I'm not saying like we were the best team, because most definitely we were not a Division One like high school. We were definitely like Division
But being on the
5.
team is still some cloud.
Yeah,
what I'm
like-
saying? It's still at least like point, like plus point, like 1.2. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, out of curiosity, how many what's the student population like? How many people go to SCPA?
You graduating classes?
No, just like the whole school. You know,
I can't tell you the exact number.
under
But I-
1,000.
Definitely, it's kind of one of those things like where just about everybody like knows
Mm-hmm.
everybody. Like, I mean, you can't even know somebody like the young kids, like maybe not by name but by face. But they-
What's up, youngin?
yeah, but they kind of keep us like separated. So like the way the high school was set up is like, high school is on the 4th floor, middle school is on the 3rd.
Oh, okay.
Kind of
so
like
it's kind of small.
yeah. I mean, because like they're very selective of like who gets in, because you still have to audition to get in.
Oh, okay.
So we always have a set amount. Like your graduating class, like I'm pretty sure mine was like 116 or something like that.
Dang.
So you just about know everybody. Like even if you're not cool with them, like I know their face. But anywho, like I said, I'm on the hoop team as a freshman. I'm out here playing pretty good. I'm practicing diligently. I'm in the I don't think I was in the top jazz ensemble yet, but like I was definitely
She was on the
getting.
hoop team.
All right.
Thank you. And so she shows interest in me, and like a lot of my friends, and mind you, at this time, I'm staying with my older brother. He's 4 years older than me, and we're in this. We never lived in the same household until that point in my life, and at that point, I was kind of big on. I was like, I'm gonna abstain from having relations until marriage, and like
This is the point where he's like, I'm gonna save myself.
yeah. And I was at the time I thought it was a very serious thing, and he would always like make fun of me.
At the time.
Keyword, bro.
I'm not ashamed of my past.
Key phrase.
So anywho, the young lady who I'm dealing with, Robin, she's not trying to practice. Is it abstinence? Practice abstinence. Yeah, she's.
Yes.
And so she's
She
trying to
was
like.
young and she was ready.
Yeah, so she's like trying to like get me like to do these things. Well, not try to get me to do these things, but like it's like, hey, like let's do this, and I'm like coming up with excuses. I'm saying like,
Give me an
like,
example of
she'll
an
be like,
excuse,
hey,
bro.
like, oh, I got time today after school. Like, you could just come over my house, and I'd be like, oh, my parents need me to come home early today. I'm literally like, so my brother catches wind of this, and he's just laying in on me, like making fun of me, teasing me.
Yeah.
And so, like, mine just been going on the whole school year. Like, I've been giving her really good excuses. I was to the point where, like, I was like,
This man was like in class, like, all right, what's today's excuse gonna be?
yeah. So, she finally gets me. My birthday is May 30th.
Oh,
And,
I heard this.
Yeah. Usually, my either my birthday would be like right after school is out, but it just happened like my freshman year. It was the last day of school.
Mhm.
So I really didn't even plan on going, but I showed up, and I got there early, and she had like this huge birthday card for me, like kind of like can I use this?
Mhm.
Like both these together. That's how big this. And then like had the
That's
little
like a
music in it.
$20 card.
I know. Like I was thinking, like you really invested in something that even I'm not that invested in.
Like, neither of us got jobs.
So,
yet.
she says, "Follow me."
So
I'm not thinking anything of it because like I said, class is about to start in like 30 minutes.
Time, man. You gotta rush.
Follow me.
So I followed her, and we were there's 3 theaters. I'm not gonna say a specific theater at my school. So we get to one of the bigger theaters, and
so that narrows it down.
she's like, "I got something I gotta tell you," and I'm like, "What is it? And why did you have to like pull me all the way to the side right here to tell me this?" And we start kissing like most teenagers do in high school.
Oh shit.
And she says, "Wait, follow me again."
Let's skip.
Don't want to get too deep after that, but
Come with me.
for all those that know me, know what happened. So, mind you, it was weird for me, but I will say, like, I do understand that when it comes to like having that type of relationship with somebody, that you do create like some form of bond. Some people call it soul ties and things of that nature. Anywho, so we're gonna fast forward to like we broke up, like we were on and off like for my majority of my high school career into my senior year, and we just completely cut it off. And I see her my freshman year in college, and we're hanging out, doing adult things, going on dates.
Taxes.
And I'm thinking like we never gave it an official title at that point. But like I said, we're hanging out every day, so I'm thinking like we're a thing. Like she's at my house, she's like talking to my peoples, and like I'm thinking
she's like your people like know who she is.
yeah, like they don't know her like but they see her on the
her
street,
around, yeah.
they'll say something to her.
Oh yeah.
So we're at the CCM Starbucks.
Oh my gosh! Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, dang! Remember?
Hold up. Shout out to Zephaniah.
Yeah. We're not gonna say what he said on the podcast, but for those that know,
I don't know.
hey, if you ever see this podcast and you catch me on the street and you really want to know what Zephaniah like said,
Zephaniah's
at
at home.
that?
me, Miles, and
Mr. Brother Parrish.
know what happened. So just ask us. We'll gladly tell you.
What
So-
happened at Starbucks?
Yeah, well, I'm about to tell the Starbucks.
Oh, I knew what happened. You told
Yeah.
me already.
Lydia knows, but there was another part that somebody else chimed in on about
Yeah.
that specific situation.
Just relax.
Wait, what happened?
So, I'm at the Starbucks now. You guys have been in there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you know, like where they had like a little bakery thing and like the little like, tall stools, wooden thing. I'm sitting there with her. Like basically, you're her and like I'm here and we're
I
talking.
look so depressed, bro.
And,
You look like it happened to him.
and so like I kind of like slipped up and said something like she's like my bae or like my girlfriend or something like that. Now we're gonna switch roles. Like you're gonna be me, and I'll be her. So just like say like bae or something.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Chill here with Bay or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's not what this is. This is exactly how she says it. Like this. That's not what this is. And she puts her hand on my. And so that's just the fact that she was so like carefree about like
Exactly.
Yeah.
How packed was the Starbucks when this happened?
it was.
It midday.
This is
Was
no
it midday or was it night?
It was daylight savings. It was
It midnight.
It was daylight. I remember it was daylight savings time because it was getting like,
Everyone
like
was
4
in there
o'clock or
getting
something
their
like that.
coffee.
And like I remember it was starting to snow, and like I was like, "Here's the icing on the cake." Now, just mind you, she just said like basically we're nothing.
Yeah.
She just said that to me.
Yeah.
So she leans over and says, "Hey, when you get your stuff together, give me a phone call." Put literally her hands on my shoulder like this, and walks away. She grabs her book bag, and I see her walk out. You know, like on that corridor where it's like just those windows. I just see her walk out. Now, mind you, I have to catch a bus home. I'm hurting at this point. I am petrified. My heart's gone, and like in my mind, I'm like,
It's like, did anybody in Starbucks see me get shot?
no, like I'm not even worried about that. Like at this point, I'm like, I can't cry in public. Like I can't break down here. And in my mind, I'm like, bro, like I'm trying so hard to hold these tears in. And so like, yeah, I'm trying like I'm literally burying my emotions right now because I'm
Exactly.
hurting that bad.
Did you ever unbury them?
So like, yeah, all right, I'll get to that. So,
So
I was like, all right, I know I'm telling myself I can't cry till I get home. Like I have to only cry when I get to my room.
Exactly. I need
So
safety.
like as a young man, I was like, I can't do that. So I go to the bathroom and I literally get down on one knee like Tim Tebow style because that shit hurt that bad.
You hit the cap.
Bro, that shit sounds like it hurts, bro. Like,
that's
it's like,
rough.
And I
that's what this is.
yeah. So like, Robin, if you're out there, I mean they know a little bit more to the backstory because like she comes like in and out of my life from time to time.
You know, she still be popping back in?
Aw.
But
I
you know I don't want to say like I definitely didn't tell her off because like I'm definitely not of that nature now. I learned that like
Now.
yeah because
So
like
what nature are
At
you
the
of?
time.
there was a certain point where I had like a little bit of bitterness in me. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, bro, sometimes you gotta be bitter. It takes a while to get better, but in the meantime, sometimes you gotta be a
Yeah.
little bitter.
But I mean I learned to like forgive and like I said I wish nothing but the best for her and her happiness. But yeah, I definitely told her like the last time like hey like I can't have you keep calling me every 6 months.
Exactly.
So Robin.
She be trying to come in out of your
Every
life.
6 months, bro.
Dang.
Yeah,
Acting
she
like
would-
that's every 6 days.
No, it's like, but
That's
like
still
when she
those-
would call, like, it'd be like, hey, like she would always call me Romy, so that's why like I don't like being called Romy. It's like, hey, Romy, I just want to check on you, see how you're doing. I was just
Aw.
thinking about you, and like she's basically just trying to come for my emotions, trying to get me like emotionally, and like I would have to be like, hey, what's up, like, cause I can't emotionally connect with her again, cause I don't want to like have that
Yeah.
vulnerability, and last time I told her like, hey, like.
That's
I don't have any problems with you, but I don't think it's safe for you to call me. I'm with someone right now, so it's not appreciated.
When was this?
or appropriate.
What was this?
When this happened?
In-
Are you looking for dates, Miles?
Yeah.
Just
Uh,
round
Miles,
about
like,
just
a
round
year
about
maybe?
time.
Quick.
Round about time. Was last semester?
Wait, when last time she got? It
When
was
you said you were.
you slimy. You slimy. But no,
I'm playing.
last time like she hit me, it was like maybe 3 months ago, and like that's when I told her like, hey, I can't do this anymore. But like that was one of the like coldest shoulders I ever got.
I'm trying to think of, like the first. No, all the ones that happened to me, they're pretty bad enough to be bad for me. Like shit on air, which just hurt.
I
But,
know.
like, I was trying to think back. And I was like, nah, that didn't. Cause like, are you guys like in good standing with most of your exes?
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's like. I wish them the best, but however, like, if they were like, "Hey, let's go get coffee," there's probably like 2. I would.
I mean, okay, so
I don't drink coffee, by the way.
know
If
for a
you're
fact
so
I-
regardless of your standing with your ex, you mean to tell me it wouldn't be an interesting day if you went and got coffee with one of your exes, bro?
I wouldn't
Like,
want.
I mean, I'm fine with any.
Certain ones are
really.
wilder than others.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I
some
mean,
of them I couldn't do that. Some of them said certain stuff. I was like,
okay. So is
I
that all?
got too close. And I understood certain aspects. I'm like, nah, I got that.
You gotta let it go.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah, you
go.
gotta
But
let
is
it go.
that
I gotta bury you.
is that on them or is that on you?
I guess it was on me for not realizing what was there from the jump. But then after that, it's like I gotta go.
Well, I think it's a concoction of both.
So then, how about this? Like, I guess Lydia, like, when breaking up with people, do you have in your mind like, all right, I'm like give him a chance, or it's like, oh no, I'm not gonna break up with this dude. This time he's gone.
I'm so glad you asked her this one because she was quiet for a while, and I'm just like, just the fact that you brought the thank you. How do you feel about that, Miss Young?
Feel about
Please
So
speak
like
to
when
the mic,
breaking
please.
up people, do you ever feel like it's like, all right, I'm like let them know what's up. Like I'm not feeling this right now. You're messing up. You need to do this and this, or just like, oh no, I'm just going. Or do you give people like a warning period?
Oh, she's a leaver.
She's
But by look she just gave right now.
Lydia's a memory, bro.
Because I just say girls like mentally leave you way before
You
they
ran
actually
track,
leave.
didn't you? So you're like good at running away from stuff.
I did not run.
Lydia, speak to the microphone.
She be long jumping out them relationships.
Yeah.
Shot put up.
That's what I did. I threw. Yeah.
You threw that nigga away?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fly.
Bro, you don't give them no type of warning?
Dang.
Listen, Lydia does not.
Come on, let us meet. Let us meet.
Keep on hunting.
What do you, I mean, me personally, unlike the rest of y'all, I stay focused on my schoolwork.
So you don't.
Why you looking directly? She looks directly in my eyes right when she said that.
Exactly.
I don't. I mean, I may have like talked to people, but never no serious.
Hypothetically.
Wait, what is talking? What is talking in your definition?
What is talking?
What's
Yeah,
talking in your
definition
definition?
Talking.
Nah, like I mean, what is your definition of talking?
Like
Like,
y'all
I-
talking. Like
You guys talking? So you never got to the point where it's like with any dudes talking to any other girl, you would have been mad.
Lydia don't
What is
tie
it?
emotions to that stuff.
Cricket.
next question.
Cricket.
What's going on? Talk to us.
Oh, yeah, mom.
Hey, Lydia, your son want to know.
All curious, bro.
I mean, yeah. I guess. I don't know. Yeah.
Why you sound so embarrassed, bro? Be real. Be real. Bro. I was opening his heart out on
Exactly,
this TV show.
bro.
There are
bro.
different
Open it
stages, you know what I'm saying? I get there a little too early sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But that's why you guys be able to just like cut people off at any moment.
Whoa!
Just kidding.
Don't
I'm
burn
kidding.
any bridges. That's a technical
That's the
foul
thing,
on
I've
Derek
burned, like,
Smith.
All my some of them like hit me up every now and then. Still, I'm just like,
No, so no love. Dang, D-Rock, you wild.
no, bro. Because like, for it to get that bad, usually I'm just like,
Okay, so I got a question,
yeah.
and I guess this is stemming off of what you said.
Okay.
If I guess the way I'm hardwired, if I'm talking to somebody, regardless of the level of talking, if I see or notice that they're talking to somebody else, I'm gonna feel some type of way, just like because that's just me. Do y'all feel that same way about anybody who you might be talking to? Why or why not?
I do, just because like, I'll be honest, I like attention, and even though like I can't get that mad at it because I knew. Hey, bro, I don't care. I like getting attention.
You sound like.
Hey, cuz. Hey.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna call you out, bro.
It is what it is.
We on the air.
But then I was just like, if I said that and she looked at like my DMs or something, she might not be the happiest. So I'm just like, to an extent. But also it's like,
you slimy.
no.
Slimy.
You so foul.
Sometimes people message me. No, y'all gotta
I
stop.
think it depends. It depends on how close y'all are. Like,
I mean, as long as like usually like I'll ask from the jump like, what is this like? Because like it's hard for me to keep a bunch of multiple things going. There might be people who try to like be one of the multiple things going, but I can't like focus on multiple people at one time.
Oh, so you're not a roster type of cat.
No, I can't do like usually like I'll have a roster, but it'll be gone within like a month. Somebody will get promoted to position, and it's like everybody else just gets ignored for a while.
he accepts applications,
Exactly.
but doesn't put a 2-week notice in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, 2 week notice.
Never.
Same with the hirees. Like, are you on? Like, the people get hired on the spot a lot. People get hired
It's
on
a
the spot a
high
lot.
turnover rate.
Wait, so what was the original question, Joe?
It was just like, do you feel
Feel some type of way?
possessive over the people that you might be talking to.
I
regardless
try
of how
not to.
much.
I feel some type of way, but I don't act on it. I try not to.
I think initially what you said, how you feel. I think it's always good to accept what you feel, and whatever you feel is always valid. However, how you act on this is a separate thing. True. So for me personally, depends on like how emotionally attached I am to this person. However, I do realize that we all have free will. So at that point, I can't control anybody if they want to go do other things. They have the right to. So it's the same thing for me. Like,
I'm sorry, I wasn't laughing.
Miles, you look like you want.
Yeah, I feel like it depends on your intent. Because I mean, if I'm talking to a girl with the intent on dating, then I do feel like there's a certain obligation that like we kind of
Focus on and protect what we got.
Focus on what we got. Like not to say that you cannot talk to other people, because obviously I don't have that kind of power. But just to say that like I feel like if we're feeling this way, why would we want to talk to other people? But if you're talking to a girl with the intent of just hanging out,
what does hanging out mean?
What y'all doing?
What's
Y'all
your
hanging out?
What's
Reading
that for
the
Netflix
Bible.
and chilling you doing?
No, I don't know. Listen,
You need to be open the Bible and praying.
Galatians chapter 3.
listen, by hanging out, I mean playing ball games, while watching the occasional
Playing ball
Lydia,
games?
Lydia.
What ball
Loving
games are you talking
basketball?
about,
Get
Miles?
That's
Bruh,
your
come on,
That's
Jill.
your. That's your.
That's your.
It's your son.
Hey, listen. I'm just saying, if you intend,
That's your son, ain't it?
if you're coming with the intent of not being around
no.
for a long time,
Ain't this?
then
Slimy.
I feel like you should.
Is this?
That is the definition of slimy
You
right
have
there.
no, you
That's
have
right.
no, you have no say on what they do. I'm sorry. What were you saying?
Is this? Is this or is this your mother?
I don't have
Oh.
kids.
Lydia?
Yeah.
Well,
Ramel,
Ain't
get
she your
son.
auntie?
I don't know if you'd like to talk about it right now. 'Cause
I think this is perfect place to talk about it. Honestly, I would like to say that you resemble Miss Young very much so. However, we realize that you
We
aren't
look
her only
anything-
child.
I will say that I have been at a few family gatherings and did happen to look over and see Lydia talking to some of my aunts and uncles, calling them brother and sister. Now I'm not going to say that means Lydia is in fact my mother,
Oh my
Whoa.
gosh.
Whoa.
because
That's
she's not.
just-
She's not my mother, and I mean that. But just to say
I don't have
that
kids.
she picks me up and drops me off at school every day, and she packs my lunch and makes on my bed. I don't know, whatever.
There's some overlap.
Wow.
But no, like back to the subject.
Yeah.
What is the subject?
get off the
bro?
rails.
Exactly.
What is the subject?
Possessive. I mean, like, yeah, because I guess it's like if I see with somebody else and be like, oh, it's like, what? This isn't that real. I was like, so now it's like, I don't like having to fight people's attention. I feel like if you want to mess with me, you want to mess with me. If you don't want to mess with me, that's fine. Tell me you don't want to mess with me. Like,
All right.
I agree with what Romel was saying. Like, if you you can feel that way. Like, if you can feel kind of a little jealous, but it depends on what you do with that. Like, you can't tell nobody not to do nothing.
oh yeah, like for
Like,
sure. But like,
If you try to tell someone that's wrong, you could like bring it up and see how they feel about it and be like, yo, like I thought this was going a certain type of way. But you can't just like straight up say like, nah, you can't talk to no one.
You don't have that kind of power. That's not your.
Yeah.
That's not your place.
Lydia.
Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. It's just,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was talking with a very close friend of mine, actually my best friend. We brought up this topic of just like relationships in the sense of, do you feel as if a person has 80% of what you would want in a person, is that a form of settling?
Nah, because the thing is, like, over time you do develop more of a type. I think I probably will as I get older. But I don't go into it as like I need a type or this or that. It's like I get to know you, because then like people are experiences, and if you go into it thinking like you need to be this type of person, that type of person, or they need to have this aspect, they might have an aspect you never even knew you would want in them, but you don't see it because you're so focused on the other one. So I say instead I try to like keep an open mind. I'm just like it's whoever I'm rocking with at the time.
I think you need to be compatible. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to have a certain level of compatibility. But I don't think anybody's ever going to be 100% what you're looking for.
Exactly.
So that 20%, that's like the work that you put in.
That's not even the work you put in. It's like you can't go in and expect them to have that 20%.
There's no such thing as a
You're
perfect
missing
10.
20% too, probably.
Exactly. Like there's like you like that's unfair to whoever, because then like there's something that's like it's not even a negative part, you usually don't have that 20%. That's just not part of your kid. That's not what you're about.
I feel like the hardest thing for a lot of people to understand is that a lot of times you have to appreciate something for what it is versus judging it for what it's not.
Yeah.
Exactly, because it's one perfection or like comparing to my perfection is one thing. What's even worse is like it's your own sense of perfection or like idea of what something is. It's like, oh, you're not that. Toss away. Like that's.
I mean, I'm 50-50. Like,
I was like, if you can't do this, and this, I'm
No.
sorry.
You gone,
not-
bro. You gone.
it's
Hey,
not.
man,
I
you
feel
free
I
to
like
juggle?
there's
That's
a certain
deal breaker.
like for me personally, there's a certain amount of like criteria. It's just like
Does she have to
when-
be able to throw that ass in the octagon?
no comment.
Profanity. Profanity.
No comment on that one.
Go ahead, Doug Dimmadome.
Doug Dimsdale.
Why the octagon?
Thank you for asking the most important question.
Last shot penalty. You know you're able to make it like
Hey,
switch
hold
direction at any moment.
Hold up. Ramel, I feel like you dry clean that hat.
Joseph, you know me so well.
Somebody, you be ironing your shoelaces, huh? You just that clean, bro. Yeah, you had to think about it. You do. It's okay.
It's so funny because my brother got me into that.
Ironing
He
your
also got
shoelaces
me into
for real?
iron and
You iron your shoelaces?
You for real?
no, not my shoelaces,
I thought
but
you was playing.
it like
You
when
be
you brought the
starching your
iron.
undershirts.
No, like, so my older brother used to like, whenever he used to get like crumpled bills, I would see him like basically putting like filling the sink up and then putting the singles in there and wetting them. I was like, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm making crisp money." I was like, "What?" And he would get the iron and just press the money down, and it would make
I've
it
seen
straight.
People do that.
Oh, okay.
To me, like,
I mean, if I'm gonna spend the money, which like if I got cash on me, then it's probably gonna get spent at some point. Which I mean, hopefully I'll be working, so I'll get some more cash. But like, I mean, why iron it?
that's one thing. Like, to me, I thought it was.
Does
a
it
little
feel
too
good
much,
in
but-
your hand?
I mean,
Is that
fresh
what it
bills
is?
do
Does it-
feel nice.
Oh, but
man.
also I do know some
Get it
people
in
like
the
they
ATM
they
easier.
prefer the clip instead of like the wallet. You know,
my dad is like that now. He was like, we got that old fashioned wallet. Man, like, you need to clip.
Yep. That's, hey,
Listen,
that
you can
clip
only
is
have a
supreme.
money clip if you're gonna have money in your clip. You can't be
Big facts.
broke
Big, that's the
Yeah.
thing. Like, I'm mostly cards
with
nowadays.
a clip.
Like, I don't like be running around with a bunch of change and the $1 bills, man. Bump that. I like to get all my money. A lot of that change gets lost. I use my card. I'm using every bit.
Facts.
So, kind of leaving that whole relationship range. This is more so on the serious note. What are your guys' like dreams and like goals? I mean, just whether now or just in the
Oh,
future.
in general?
Yeah, just in general.
Well,
Whatever
first,
you feel like sharing.
first off, it's like music, you know what I'm saying? Don't want the Grammy, but you know what I'm saying? If I get it, I'm a flex. Other than that, my main thing is just being like an artist in general. Like I always consider myself like an artist, then a hip hop artist, and then from there, I don't know, maybe like a producer or then like rap artist. But like my thing in general is like I want to be able to like create things or experiences for people and make money off of it. So then it's like first things like albums, like music, like that's what I'm working on now. But then also I like go to like a lot of film, like we're on a pilot, like acting scenes like that. But also try to like in the meantime, because all this is like till like I can pay for that to pay for my bills and stuff. Meantime, probably looking to work towards like radio and stuff like that, and try to get into voice acting, like fresh out of college, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's just what I'm up to.
That's a loaded question, bro. That's a loaded question.
That is a loaded question.
So of course I want to, similarly to Derek, use my art. I love being on stage, live theater. I mean, opera is what I do at CCM. So that's a lot of fun. I also really enjoy acting in the theatrical setting, sort of to a live audience, and just really use, my gifts. I'm religious, so my God-given gifts to impact other people around me and my community, so that I can hopefully make some type of change. And not, I'm not. Of course, I want to be a great singer and all that stuff, and make money doing it. But to be able to pour back into people who have either poured into me or people who are coming up behind me, stuff like that.
Watch everybody eat. Feed the team.
Miss Young.
Lydia?
Okay. I also would like do something with my art. I'm not 100% sure yet what, because like Joseph said, is a loaded question. But I don't know, just something with it. I'm still trying to pinpoint exactly.
Yeah.
But
Definitely. Like y'all are saying, just like doing what you love to do every day. That's what I would love to do for a living. So like that'd be a lot of stuff like doing stand up or acting, just basically like film and just telling stories. You know what I'm saying? Just like creating the whole project, even writing to shooting it live and stuff. Like just working towards that. But in the end, just like Joseph said, like having an impact on people and like actually getting fans, people who vibe with what you making. That's what I want to do. Just like be able to make stuff people can enjoy, like no matter how many, at a big and small level, that kind of stuff.
Well, I'm sorry.
I was like, you had to reposition the answer.
Oh yeah, my back was getting a little stressed out, but it's okay. It's okay. We got together. We got together. But what I hope to do is I want to be able to obviously still perform. Like 'cause I'm a jazz trumpet studies major here at CCM, and I want to be able to perform while also being a professor at a college. That would be really cool. I really want to be able to like help. I want to be able to help people get where they want to go, because I know how frustrating that can be. I'm in that period right now where you're still like trying to you know what you want, but you don't necessarily know how to get there. And I want to be that person to help people get there.
How much of how much of what you've learned in CCM do you think will contribute to that? Like, are you learning pedagogical things, how to teach, how to really relate to people in that sense?
Dang, okay.
I mean, there is formal training in that.
Yeah, for sure, like music education, but
but not limited to music education.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, what I I don't know, man. I guess obviously there are certain things that I feel like you kind of learn through trial and error. Like I feel like teaching is one of those things where you can learn everything you need to do, but you never gonna be. I mean, once you get that first student, that's when it comes real, and you kind of figure out where you're going and what kind of teacher you want to be, But I would say here at CCM, I wouldn't say I'm necessarily taught how to. Why I would say that. I would say there are definitely not in the formal sense. I've learned that through the way teachers have interacted with me, the way I feel like I want to interact with my students, the way yes, to sum up, yes, I feel like I've gained certain skills from being in CCM that will help me with my teaching.
And I would say like working with other peers will help you like learn how to teach. Just like working together to figure out, create something new together. You both teach each other.
Just being a person that's generally understanding is I feel like is critical for being a teacher, because you don't know what that student is going through, and you have to keep that in mind. And so yeah.
I don't think I'm bad at understanding, but I will say I am terrible at teaching anybody anything. Like, if you need somebody to show you to do something, don't ask me. Wow. Like, I will try. Like, if you really need me to, I will try. I'll sit with you. We can try to make it work. But I'm not the best teacher. I don't know why.
I love your honesty.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it real.
Ramel, you're in the hot seat now.
Yeah.
What's up?
It was your question?
Yeah. Well, for me, I'll be honest, a personal goal of mine, besides the art, I'll get to that in a second, is just truly finding comfortability in just who I am as a person, but also acknowledging that I can also do things to become better. I remember one time me and Joseph had a conversation just about music. I don't know if you remember this, but it was a while back, about like how we tie, our belief in Christ into our music. And
I remember that.
I definitely do see it times like, because we've connected on it. I'm pretty sure me and Miles have connected on it. That you kind of are used as a vessel sometimes.
It's deep, yeah.
And it's like
It's really
bigger
not
than you
your
could
music.
really explain. And like I said, it's all the Lord's work being put through you, and just to be used as like that tool for Him. I mean, that to me, that's supreme. However, like, I'm not gonna sit here and say like I'm the most perfect Christian, because I definitely do have a ways to go. But I'm very thankful for those experiences in their own right. And back to that personal aspect of just wanting to be comfortable with myself enough to know, like, okay, these are the things that I do. Like, remember we had that conversation about like why I celebrate Passover, Lydia?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and just like being them, like, these are the things I do, and this is why I do them.
You're a man of principle.
I mean,
whether you like it or not.
yeah, to the best of my abilities. But also another goal is also really having a deeper understanding or having wisdom in forgiveness.
Are there a lot of people that you are really not forgiving? Like you're actively holding a grudge?
No, but there was definitely times in my life that I definitely had like some pessimistic or negative mindsets as far as certain people in my life, and thankful to Christ that I was able to move past that. But I still, have my battles with it from time to time. But artistically, just being able to have that liberation to say what I mean and mean what I say. I mean, that was kind of cliche in its own right, but having my own integrity enough to be like, okay, this is what I feel comfortable saying with myself within a reasonable set. Because sometimes because we're all studying at the conservatory or in school, like, all right, well, I have to look at whatever I do in an analytical sense at all times. Where sometimes you kind of have to take it for what it is. Like whenever we're having a conversation and you kind of have like a brain fart, it's like you never like get mad at yourself for that brain fart. It's like, oh, that's just something that just happened. I mean, it happens from time to time. And just moving past that. And also really right now working on that documentary that's being done with finishing that up with CET. Big ups to Donald Hancock, Carlos, Los Productions, and Steve and the Combi. These guys have been great throughout this whole experience. And I'm just glad to really have those guys in my corner.
Next subject. Speaking of forgiveness, like sometimes you really do have to forgive yourself so you can actually get redemption and come back. I think one of the greatest people. I mean, there's also forgiving yourself a little too early. For example, R. Kelly, maybe he never anything forgive, but
some people there is no redemption.
You know who had redemption? Tiger Woods.
Yeah,
very true.
Hey,
that is the greatest comeback
right there. Hey,
I have seen, and that is
that's the greatest comeback I've ever seen.
That man,
sports wise,
he did everything that they said was toxic to a black man.
Can I say one thing?
And bounced back.
One of my favorite comedians, Bill Burr, he's like spoke on like sometimes like like how sometimes
yelling.
How some people say like as like a man, like sometimes they only get their success because like the woman is in like they say behind every strong black man is like a strong woman. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So like like how that whole allegations things that happened with him and his wife. Mm-hmm. Well, it wasn't allegations, it was facts. Yeah. But how he basically lost it all, and everyone's kind of like, oh well, you deserved it. Like you're never gonna win because like you lost it, and like the fact that he put in the work and that he was able to focus and like rise above that. Like I love that like resilience and that pursuance of happiness and just joy.
That man fell under all the vices. Drugs.
It was drugs?
Yeah, he was heavy on the drug. He crashed the whip on mad drugs with the side piece. Like he was doing it all. That man had, you know what he had to go to rehab for?
What?
He went to rehab for, he went to sex rehab.
All right, can you really be addicted to sex?
Hold up. What's sex rehab, bro?
I mean, he was just like his life wasn't functioning enough. Like he was just like too focused on sex.
Do you just not have sex?
Dude, when you think about it, like
he couldn't control himself.
I mean, think about
think about that. You're Tiger Woods. You could get it whenever. Like he was just like it's like if you like he was just like going hungry off the power, but it's like he's just hungry, like just going mad off.
Then that's a different thing.
No,
it's an addiction. Yeah,
think about it. Like most addictions are dopamine related. It's just like a matter of achieving that dopamine release with like whether it be drugs, food or sex. It's entirely. I feel like it's entirely possible to be
exactly. He couldn't stop himself. He ruined his marriage. Ruined his career. That man was coked up.
I was seeing through
in
Terry
a whip.
Crews.
He had to go.
He had to go. He had to.
Okay. So I wanna read something for y'all that I'm sure y'all were aware of, but like. So like, and yes, he had to come back from all the cheating on his wife, being in drugs, all types of stuff. But this man came back from. I'm gonna just read this list. In 1994, he had a tumor removed. 2002, a cyst removed. 2007, ruptured ACL. 2008, knee surgery and an ACL repair. 2011, MCL sprain. The list goes on. This man
He's playing
came.
golf.
Yeah, it's a
Bro,
very.
Have you
demanding
played
sport.
golf before?
I've-
Have you hit
I've-
a have you
I've
hit
gone-
1,000 golf
I've gone to
balls
the
at a
driving range.
driving
I have
range?
not. I just didn't realize.
Your
If you
hands
face
gonna look like
muscle
Swiss
range,
cheese,
you
Yeah.
know,
bruh. This man came back from insurmountable odds physically, bruh. Like to be in that good of shape to win. And you know, when you think of golf, you think, you know, that's something that, forgive me, that's something that an 80-year-old white dude can do. You know, but it's not. Golf is an athletic sport.
Very much so.
You have to be in good shape, tip-top shape to win a master, let alone, or not a master. Yeah, a master.
Yeah,
yes,
the Masters,
let
that
alone
green
the
jacket.
Masters. I'm sorry, a major. Like the fact that he was able to go back from all of that. Think of Derrick Rose. You know,
Yeah,
think of somebody
yeah.
like Derrick Rose versus, y'all know who Brandon Roy is?
I don't.
No. How about Greg Oden?
Yeah.
Or like DeMarcus Cousins, who stopped playing now because he got injured again. And it's just, I don't know, man. Tiger, he's a freak of nature, bro.
Exactly, because it's just like you said, it's like the physical and the mental thing,
Yeah,
man. It's like
mental.
everybody's like, you need to quit. You're not gonna be as good as that. He broke all that stuff.
Do you guys feel like that happens a lot in like art fields?
And like art,
Music?
Yeah, I mean primarily because we're all kind of.
That's
Chris
true.
Brown.
A lot of people have problems, but like sometimes people don't recover from them. You know what I'm saying?
well, I think
Sometimes
it's.
people just fall off the map.
Well, the thing is though, like a lot of times, there's sometimes people like do that. Sometimes like where they just have like a chain or just making different music. And then there's also the instance where it's just like they have a shift and people don't like it as much. I mean, it's a lot of popularity based. There's some people who just like turn into a machine or just have people making stuff for them. So it just depends. I feel like I don't know who had a good comeback in music. Who had a really
Chris
like,
Brown.
yeah.
Are you serious? Heartbreak on a
Yeah.
full moon?
He
Hey,
did.
Come on, bro.
he did come back though.
But
what,
like,
what the whole Rihanna situation?
Was he gone?
Okay, yeah.
Was he
Yeah,
gone?
that was bad.
They could have.
that was bad. You know?
They could have. That's you know how many careers that would definitely have ended.
I felt the wild shit. Most people were saying it was her fault.
Even
Like for real.
but also even like let's say like
That was
Jay
crazy.
Z.
Yeah.
Like, cause I'm not gonna lie, like them
I don't know
Beyonce
if he had
fans
a
is.
comeback. I mean,
That's not a comeback. Like, that's
when
not
was
gonna affect.
Jay-Z gone for real? I mean,
That's
he
what I'm saying.
shit
In his
on
own right, it is.
Beyonce, but
he got like a jab in the stomach, but then like walked.
It not. He wasn't hurting his sales. People. It was hurting.
I mean, it's Jigga. You know.
And plus,
Exactly.
Even if it was hurting his sales, it was helping his wife's. So like he was still on the come up.
Well, you know, depends on some people's marriage. Some people they might have like, oh, we have
Word.
separate money.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, true.
Because when you probably got that, I mean, she probably had her own chip before, and he had his own pot.
Oh, I'm
you
sure
know.
she did. Yeah. Who did have a good comeback?
That's what I'm saying. Music is like music's one thing. That's one thing in art,
I really think
I
so.
feel-
especially with cancel culture. Unless they go to jail, you're really like not gonna sell.
I
something.
feel like people like
Wayne?
kind of damn artists.
Chris
like,
Brown, bro.
Who like
Chris Brown, yeah, I think he might be.
But I
in.
feel like he
was never really
he
gone.
Never really down. Like that's
like
the thing,
most
bro,
people were defending him
with
with
that
girls
thing-
anyway.
No.
He was not for real gone.
no one was really no one like dog.
Nah,
like he's not like R. Kelly. Nobody like
They didn't like
slandered his
dog.
name.
Oh, then Robert Kelly.
Robert Kelly did not come back.
He didn't have a comeback.
No, with the fee allegation,
Dude,
he came
All
back
right.
after that.
He just beat that because people just didn't care. They have videotape. They have video footage. People just don't care.
It's messed up.
That's terrible.
That's so bad.
terrible.
Like it's bad, but he just beat that case, and people was like, "He beat the case, man."
Now you got another.
Oh,
one.
how do you guys feel about that whole thing with them coming from like Michael Jackson?
I don't
feel
like it.
I didn't.
I feel like once
Hey,
you
bro,
go
I'm
beyond
gonna be
the
playing off the wall till I die. That's how I feel.
live it off the wall.
I feel like the thing about it is like it's terrible because my sister and I talk about it sometimes. Like there's several interviews where people that are involved in these allegations say they just want money out of his estate. You know, and that's all. That's not to speak. I don't know enough about it to speak on whether or not some of these things are true, whether they're not. You know, but just to say that, you know, I feel like it's almost not unfair, but like he can't even defend himself. Like
Yeah.
that's
Who?
kind of like terrible.
Who?
Mike.
Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah.
And I think
And-
to go along with that, he was so big, like, whether he did or didn't is beside the point. And even if he didn't, people still would be saying something about him to try to get some money off him because he was
Easy.
that
Most
big,
definitely.
such an icon. Like,
And what I will say is that another thing me and my sister talk about is how they made the R. Kelly documentary and the Michael Jackson documentary. You know, I'm gonna say it seems like a lot of times they only make these documentaries to like slander black artists. You know, it seems like because I mean Harvey Weinstein. You know,
Steen.
Who?
Harvey
Harvey Weinstein. Excuse me.
Weinstein.
Yeah, and Kevin Spacey. I mean, they both did terrible things, but they have not been condemned the same way. They've just fallen off the map. But they have not. They're not being threatened.
But that's not
Louis
like
C.K.
Stay woke.
Louis C.K.
But like that's the
standing
thing,
up as a
like
proud black man.
that's not anything new though. We know if like you're black, like your punishment's gonna be like 3 times. It's literally statistic, like jail time. You're doing it 3 times as long.
It's terrible, and I mean obviously that's
But
nothing.
we still gotta like condemn people who do like stuff though.
For sure you do, but I feel like it's not fair because it's not the same across the board. And I mean obviously there's nothing new,
Well,
like
I got a question.
but it's unfair. I'm sorry.
Do you think that a lot of that is due to the fact that, I won't say these things are blown out of proportion, but like think of when the R. Kelly documentary, what was it on Lifetime?
Yeah.
It was Lifetime. Okay.
Who watches Lifetime? Black people.
Well,
Who was talking about the documentary? Black people. Who listened to R. Kelly? Black people. So it was circulating in the black community, and then white people noticed that and decided to capitalize on it. So
was it a white producer or maker of the doc?
I don't know.
so.
I don't know. But what I'm saying is, like, there were people when R. Kelly dropped the first sex tape of him peeing on, a teenage girl. There were viewing parties, like people who were sitting around. Hey, bro. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I looked up that video. I haven't seen it, but I typed it in.
I typed it.
I tried to find it.
And I mean,
I was looking, but I ain't find it.
but like we're still talking about it. We're still joking about it. There's like, I mean, there's a certain, like, we don't really take it that seriously, and for that same reason, like, it's like, he was having sex with teenage girls. He had sex with Aaliyah, but like, all right, who cares? Do you really care? Like, I mean, for real though,
Like it's wrong.
for real,
That's a.
like you.
I hear what you're saying,
And it's just hard because
I mean, to an extent, because the argument's like being a good person doesn't like equate to being a good artist. But at the same time, like if you out here doing like a bunch of foul stuff, I can't be with it. If other people can be with it, I can't change that. But for me personally,
So I remember because I think we had that class that same year. I remember it was like with that old guy. I forget his name. But
Tradition in society.
yeah, when they say like, can you distinguish between the artist
we
and
had
their
that
art?
this year too, man.
I can't
We all
really
had
do
that
that.
class.
Wagner.
I feel like you.
But
need
we
to.
had it like that one
Me
year.
and Joseph.
Yeah, I was in it.
We guys
We were
that
the
was
same year.
that was 2 years ago, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But what about
And also, Miles, to say something about what you said. Oh God, I'm play devil's advocate. Louis C.K. was, calling people at 3:00 in the morning and jacking off in front of him. Kevin Spacey did throw himself on a teenage boy, and who's the other one you said?
Kevin Spacey.
I was talking
Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein.
Oh, you said Kevin
Yeah,
Spacey.
he
Terry
was- he
Crews
was
wasn't the
doing
guy
some
with Terry
real-
Crews?
he was doing
No, that's
some
not
really
him. Well, it
crappy
could have
stuff.
been, but.
But I mean, Louis C.K. wasn't a pedophile.
You're
You know what
right.
I mean? So there's a certain
Fair
like
enough.
R. Kelly, like he got some stuff on him. Like
That's
it's
been for a long
And
story.
that's something he's been doing it for 30 years. Doing art. They were talking about the documentary. I was like, even without the documentary though, he's been doing this.
That's
Dang.
totally fair. Louis C.K. may have not been the best example, but I do stand by
But I
what I
feel
said about Harvey Weinstein. Yeah, like it's just like it's not across the board.
Yeah.
It's not across the board.
I mean, but no, but like, and then again, like in the case of Harvey Weinstein, he's like he's a higher up. He has so much pull. It's gonna be hard to get rid of him. We
you're
still got to
right.
do it,
It's
but like
it's
gonna
just
be hard.
terrible. It's
Hell,
just terrible.
James
Like
Levine.
it's just the destroying of a legacy, especially with Michael Jackson in particular.
That
Like,
one
the
is, yeah.
destroying of a legacy. That's terrible. Like I feel like they're doing him so dirty. Like that's terrible. Like I mean, whether I can't, like I said, I can't speak on whether he did what he did or did not do. But even so, well, not even so, but just to say that like he has no say in what happens. He can't even defend himself. That's, to me, that's wrong. And it seems like it's just a money grab at this point.
So you think like after somebody's dead, you really can't talk about them at all?
Not to say that after somebody's dead you can't talk about them at all, but I feel like I feel like people should. I feel like it shouldn't be just like someone says it and he did it when he's dead, when he can't even defend himself. Like, and not just to say that he did it, but they made an entire movie saying he did it. Like that's ridiculous to me.
Yeah.
Like without even being able to ask him actually investigate or ask him what happened. Asking for his side of the story. It's like, well, if I say Ramel hit me in the chest, But Ramel's nowhere nearby to say whether he did or not, and I just go around telling everyone that he did, and everyone's mad at Ramel for hitting me in the chest. That's ridiculous to me. I feel like it's obviously a smaller scale, but similar concept.
Hey, what you doing to get hit in the chest by Ramel in the first place?
Oh, I knocked off his head.
He just got it dry cleaned too, bro. You can't
tweaking. You wildin'.
Spring clean.
But no, like, I don't know. For me personally, if you're too much, because if there's too much antics around you, I kind of get mad because I'm the type of person where I'm just like, your art is a reflection of you. If you can't really, like, 6'9".
Hey, what happened with him?
He was just being a fool. He was just
charged with rape.
He was charged with the rape with a minor, but I think he was like getting probably. He beat that charge by taking a plea deal, and then just like all the antics with him, like he was just trying to troll artists that were obviously trying to turn their life around. Like Chief Keef was like literally lost his brother or his cousin Fredo Santana to like lean and stuff. Like all those people like gang violence, trying to turn his life around. And he's gonna like try to taunt him or send people to him or try to like, go like do stuff with his baby moms. Like 6'9", he's all persona. Why is somebody all persona gonna try to mess with somebody who actually came from the street stuff trying to get their life together? Like I can't rock with your music if you're doing stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, I would agree with that.
And then like Nicki Minaj, like I was not super anti Nicki Minaj, but like her brother, child paraphernalia. I'm not gonna hold her for stuff her brother did. Then her new boyfriend also has a past of child pedophilia. So it's like, yeah, what you doing? Like the brother, I give you the pass, but it's your cousin. Like, I mean, your new boyfriend. Like,
but see, it's like also like I don't think no one like introduced themselves like, hey, I did these terrible things. It's like someone said this to me a while back. If right now, say if like all these walls were white, and they show every sin that we all have done, we will be trying to cover up that wall so quick because there's some stuff that we just got private. That's just that we probably won't tell others. There's certain stuff we probably gonna take to the grave.
yeah,
All right, and that's like I said, that's for us to know, and God knows your heart too, and hopefully that you learn from those things and move forward. But then for some people, for those things that they did in their past, it comes to light.
that's true.
I feel like you about to take a collection up after this podcast.
Most definitely.
He about to pass the hat around like,
it's a love offering.
Yeah, brother, take the hat off.
It's a love off.
Well, no, I get that, but then also I feel like we shouldn't hold celebrities to a certain standard. Like they can't be punished because they're a celebrity, but at the same time, or they should be punished extra because celebrities. Like I don't like the idea of like idols. Like you can't do something wrong because so many people are looking at you for doing music, but at the same time, we can't exempt them from certain things just because they're celebrities.
That's part of the reason why I think chasing fame is so stupid.
Exactly. I want my work to be accredited, but like actually being, like, I want to be able to like go to the store and do shit without people like fucking with me.
Yeah, they just grab you to the side.
Like, hey, D-Rock, no, bro, chill.
But I mean, it's just a matter of what your personal preference, because some people like that type of attention.
I like fans.
Huh?
Fans are nice.
Yeah, like
Hold on.
Like
but what did I say when I said I like attention though?
Yeah,
That's because you
No.
funny.
What you mean? All dudes like it. Like we're not gonna sit here and act like dudes don't like it.
Everybody like
Not
it.
every human like
Not
because we're
everybody.
social
Like
creatures.
everybody.
but,
Ethan, you like attention?
to a certain extent.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
What's the
like
whole
attention.
idea of like a dude having a roster or multiple shit?
Like,
So the idea of having a roster when dating.
I don't know, man. I feel like
but see, it kind of goes back to that criteria thing I was saying earlier. Like, if like some people they might think that they need attention from like 5 other people, 5 other like females. However, say if it's just like one particular aspect of you that really needs a lot of attention in that way. Like some people show love in a physical manner, such as like hugs and like kisses, things of that nature. And some people like compliments. Like me, I would say I like words of affirmation. So the best way, like what's just like the 5 love languages. Like, do I agree with that wholeheartedly to a certain extent? Yeah. But I would be thankful if somebody was giving me like gifts. However, that doesn't mean as much to me as like words of affirmation, like saying like, "Hey, Ramel, like I think you're doing some good things," or "I think you look great today." Like those things make me personally, elated.
I feel that because like another thing is at a certain point I'm gonna feel like, oh, so I'm not enough. When at what point am I going to be enough? If like other people have to be in the relationship, I was like, oh, so like especially in the talking phase, I'm like, when are we gonna get to the point where like you don't need other people if I'm not enough now? Like what makes me not enough now? Like
It's just kind of like just getting to know something,
Yeah.
You're saying like, oh, like have you ever had? Was it octopus?
Calamari.
I don't know. I didn't know the name of it. That's
I've
the
had fried crab.
All right.
Calamari
But
is good.
the first time you
It
had it
slaps.
was something different.
Thank you.
The first time you had it was something. So for some instances, you never know if you might like it or that might be your favorite dish until you try it.
Oh, so it's like they're just trying other stuff out.
Yeah, and you might realize like, okay, well, I tried this chicken and I tried this calamari.
But I feel like the
seen
important thing
calamari.
to remember is that while you're describing them as foods, and I'm not faulting you for that, but those they have feelings.
Didn't we order a
Exactly.
pizza?
Yeah.
Huh?
Didn't we order a pizza?
Listen,
That's
no.
the
Here,
real
Mine's
let
supposed
me
to
tell
order
y'all.
pizza.
Let me tell
All
y'all.
right,
Wait,
well,
did
nah,
you order
that's-
pizza?
Let me
that-
tell
that's
y'all
a
exactly
dead
what
mission.
happened.
That's a
Ramel
dead
called
mission
me
now.
and said, "Hey man, pick up some food for everybody." I was like, "No."
No,
And
I
then-
said, hey man, get a pizza because you
No,
on
you
your.
said food.
Can I speak, please? Thank you. All right.
You better put your
What I
hand
said was, could you please get a pizza?
That's not what
and-
he said.
May I finish? May I finish? And everybody might, because if you get a pizza and like everybody like, it's probably gonna be what, say at the most like 15. We all gonna probably chip in like, all right, well here's a couple dollars. You know, the guy paying it back. You know.
Keyword probably.
Right. That's all. That's what I said. And first of all, he did not say that. Anybody who knows Ramel, just everyone in this room and beyond, knows that Ramel did not call me and say, "Hey, please pick up a pizza." He said, "I'm not gonna say the word he used." What he told me.
Like, hey, yo, get this pizza, bro.
First, yes, hey, go get this pizza, bro. I said no. And then
I will
he
not
said-
sit here and stand for this slander on my name.
He said,
ain't
"Hey, go get this
slandering
pizza,
your
bro." And
name.
I said, "No, I don't want to do that." He said, "Bro, chill. Everybody's gonna pay you back." I was like, "You did not ask anybody to pay me back. You just said that you want free pizza." And then, well, my whole thing was, you drive and you were on your way back. You said you hadn't left the gate yet.
No,
So
no,
you just
no.
fooled it.
First off, we didn't even talk. Did we talk over the phone? Or was it
You
text?
called me,
Oh, that's right. I'm glad you brought that up. However,
and I knew something was wrong because he
Here
actually
Ramel
called me
go
back.
again,
No.
bro. Here he go. I'm gonna time you this time, Ramel.
wait for what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
All right, was there a sort of time limit?
Yeah.
All right. Well, in short,
You pushing it
basically,
right now, bro.
I couldn't have the time to because I had to pick up your mother, and
Oh,
Take it to the
bro,
podcast.
talking about my mom, bro. She is. Never mind, bro. Whatever.
oh, for those that don't know, Lydia
She's
is
a wonderful woman.
Romeo.
That's what you were gonna say, Miles. She's a wonderful woman.
She's a wonderful young lady. You know,
a queen,
young woman.
Queen.
young
Shit.
woman.
Young woman.
Okay.
Why are you looking like
All
young
right.
woman?
I'd love to meet her.
young
Like,
young
that's his
woman.
girl or something like
Exactly.
yeah.
It's a young woman gonna show some respect.
Hey, bro.
Put
relax.
some respect on that name. But that's it.
I feel you.
But the slander will not be taken.
What's
Listen,
slander?
all I know is
You'll be all right.
Listen, all I know is what happened at Ramel's house the other night. Ramel.
Well, first off, you
played-
can't just say that like you can't just say that like that because
I'm about
even
to-
in Joe's mind, he was like, "Hey man,
Hey, bro,
like,
you cut
yo.
me off, bro. Ramel played everybody.
Played each and every
He
one of
played
them.
us all like we were some fools.
I
bro.
invited these people into my home and
He's
cooked
a
the dish for
liar.
them."
Here's what exactly what happened.
This man gave us hamburger helper.
Lydia's okay if I tell the
So
story?
ungrateful.
Let's split it. We'll split it.
Hey, tell them why you walk funny.
No, you can,
Oh, bruh.
So Miles.
On TV, bruh.
So Miles.
On TV, bruh.
You're not gonna tell them, so we just
Y'all
don't.
fooling,
Listen.
bruh.
there's no y'all.
You
that's
better
me.
shut up, Joe, bro. I'm telling you, man.
I
We
just
got
want to know.
Huh?
Nope.
He felt that one.
Oh,
Even then,
man.
he felt that.
Nope.
Nah,
Because we're
it's-
going to.
It's cool.
So no. Because really, because I'm interested now. I got a question. So, as I'm sure, like y'all do know, you might not know. You might know a little bit. There are people of another persuasion who, I don't know. I tend to attract people of another persuasion, right? Men who like men tend to, like, I got hit on today when I was doing the gig, but he was like, I asked for some tea.
Wait, did he hit on you or did you like comment on you being attractive?
Well, he may not have hit on me. I think he commented. He commented on my boots, so maybe I just.
Just take
Maybe
a
I just
compliment,
read
man.
into
it.
Just take a compliment.
I did take the
Dang,
compliment. I was like,
Joseph.
"Thank you," and I
Clearly, you seem
chuckled.
offended.
But I've also, it's more to it than that.
Yeah, okay.
So, at what point do you become uncomfortable when a man or a woman starts, talking and complimenting you or saying stuff that you would normally hear from a woman or a man?
I mean, I don't really care as long as they're not touching me.
That's
like,
what I was gonna say. They can say what they want because I can walk away, but if they put their hands on me, it's game over.
Wait, so you would be cool with like that walking funny thing every day if that happened to you?
Remember, I'm not gonna lie to you, man.
You really testing me right now, bro.
Because you talking like I ain't got stuff on you too, bro. Don't forget now. Don't forget. And I got names. I got names.
Hey, Miles, how tall
Hey,
are
can
you?
we edit that out, please?
I got you too, bro.
How tall are you?
That right there, can we get that mark?
I got you too, bro. I got you.
Ah!
They're going.
I said, hey, can we edit that out? No.
You said you got me. I want you to get me.
But no,
Joe,
like, as long as you're like,
chill,
wait, so
bro.
why was he walking
No,
funny?
I'm type of way.
Derek?
We'll tell you out there off camera.
Dang, y'all playing. Now people gonna think, bro. Dang, that's not what anyone thinks.
Imagine
But like,
that
but
shit
like for
work.
instance, nah, just that.
If you
just
see
that,
him
like,
on the street, ask him, and he might tell you. Is that better?
I want to talk about like, sure, whatever, bro, whatever.
but like, okay, so I'm gonna say something right now.
All right,
Miles, you are a gorgeous young man.
right.
Does that make you feel uncomfortable?
No, I mean, no, it's true.
But it made you feel uncomfortable when I was talking. When I was like, fooling around right now, just saying, Miles.
it didn't make me uncomfortable. I feel like given the context, I felt
In the context.
I feel like you gotta keep the context.
What was the context? You want to say the most politically correct thing you can right now, but it's hard. I know.
weak.
I'm putting you in that
Oh
situation.
my God, no.
Oh goodness.
Well, you don't have to answer it.
Ramel, how about you? You got any?
Man, what are your thoughts on
You
that?
got any
I'm
news?
expecting-
Any
Oh.
interesting stories?
Yeah.
Anything new?
Something recently just happened.
Oh.
Actually, today at my
Oh my
gig.
gosh.
Oh my God.
Well, I just told them. They told me to save it for the podcast. So I'm playing at this place called Japs on Main Street, and I'm playing with the New Orleans Second Line Band. We're having a good time, and near the end of the night, like our very last song, we second line. And so, are you guys familiar with second lining?
Is that like after
basic-
the first line?
What is
Basically,
The line between the first and the third.
now, basically, like New Orleans second lining is kind of like parading, but like just through like jazz in its own right. I mean, it could be any genre, but basically what we do is we perform it, then we come out to the crowd. Because the horn players, we're mobile. We can kind of walk around to a certain extent and play.
Yeah, y'all mobile.
Yeah, so we got
Interactive.
yeah. So basically, we come out from the stage and we go out into the audience and we like interact with the people. And so we like people are dancing, having a good time.
That's what's up.
And so this time that I'm second lining, what we try to do is we try to go everywhere. Like we try to go from like literally the front all the way to the back. And
Sure, somebody was trying to go to the back, huh?
as now, mind you, there's a lot of people standing and dancing. So I'm coming down and I'm trying to like cut through the crowd. And there's this this woman. She has to be like maybe like her, maybe like 30, between like 30 to like 35. She's dancing, and like she's dancing in front of me, and like she's.
Come on.
Hey, brother,
But
take your time. Take your time.
She's throwing
please.
in the octagon,
Come on,
right?
bro. Come on.
dancing provocatively
Throwing it
in front of
down.
me. Now I'm trying. I can't say anything because I'm playing, but I want to
You
like,
like,
tell her
dang,
like
she putting that thing in the trapezoid, man.
no. In my mind, I'm like,
That's
man, I'm
geometry.
at work. I can't partake in these unholy
Shenanigans.
ventures.
Ramel, what you think? What you think a break is for?
You don't believe
Huh?
in work and pleasure?
The-
So
But
remember
as
what
you
you're
were saying,
saying is
this
on the
30 to
record.
35
You
year
do
old
not
woman.
let your personal life affect your work.
as much as I can.
That's professional.
That's professional.
I mean, but for what
So-
we do, it's kind
Sometimes I
of personal
really
and
don't
professional
care.
at the same time. However, so she's
There are
dancing in front of me,
exceptions.
and I'm realizing, all right, well, she's not letting me by, so let me turn around.
Oh,
And so say like, I'm on stage with you guys, right? And I came this way and like, say this is where like the young lady is. So she's blocking me, so I turn around and like I'm still playing. I'm looking at you guys. All I feel is like a hand on my hat. Now mind you, I'm playing, pushing my head down, and I'm like,
There's no way.
that's exactly what's going through.
There is a way.
But it's actually happening. But mind you, I'm still playing. I don't know why I'm still playing at this point. I should have stopped.
wait. Was she trying to put you in doggy style, bro? What?
I was gonna,
So let me see it. She said,
I think-
I'm
I
not
think-
throwing it somebody else's.
I think in her mind, she must have assumed that I must have like turned around to twerk or something like that. But like when I tell you, I'm looking at all my bandmates as my face goes down, being forced by this. Because like she had a strong ass grip. I don't know how
What does this girl look like?
She had that 35-year-old
no,
grip.
like she looked good. Like she had on like this red lipstick.
Hey, bro,
Body
it's
was.
it's not too late to call the police now, brother.
That's what I'm thinking. Like
Hey, UCPD.
body was tight and right, but like when I tell you, I didn't know
just
how
weren't
to
feeling
feel afterwards. I really I genuinely felt like
Violated.
like wow, that's not okay. I felt like
it's not
like
okay.
I didn't feel clean.
I shouldn't have.
Did she
to
like
do
walk
that.
up on you? She push your head down, walk up on you, or just like
No, like mine's
she
like,
just
as I said,
mugged
like
you?
I'm trying to play and I'm trying to get past her, but she's not letting me by. So I'm like, all right, well, forget it. Let me just turn around.
She was like,
that hurt your
Son,
self-esteem?
Wait, are we past that 10-minute mark that we can use a lot of profanity? First off, nigga, don't ever put your hand on my head like that again. Don't ever put your hand on my head like that again.
You can lose your life real quick.
It's like,
We've been way past the 10-minute mark. That's why I was like, we could like.
all right, because I wanted to let loose, but
Hey, bro.
that was, I've never felt so violated in my life.
See, that's the thing.
you
Like,
would
how do
know.
you turn down like a girl for like dances or whatever?
If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to set the record straight on the story first. I'll tell the story of what happened.
Oh, why you walk funny?
What?
What happened with me walking funny?
What happened?
Oh,
All right, I'd like to share the story. Just,
What happened? Clear the air.
Ethan, strap
Yeah.
in.
first of all, don't use that word.
What word?
Never mind.
Strap in.
wait, what did you say?
He said, don't
I
use
said,
You
Ethan,
got
strap
strapped in for the story.
Yeah, we was playing. That's not what happened.
Or strap on.
See, y'all know what happened because that's not
What happened?
Me, Lydia, and Jonah.
So I must have been like a freshman in high school.
He's a young boy, a young lad,
A young man.
full of life.
Yeah.
Very spry.
Y'all need to chill.
Spry young man.
Y'all
Sprightly
need to
young-
chill.
a young-
Y'all-
sprightly
y'all
young
need to
lad,
chill.
yes.
So what happened
Sprite
was
to the
I had heard about how there was this guy that kept asking questions about me. Now, mind you, I'm not homosexual, so I'm thinking whatever you can
Really?
say.
You positive?
Sure, bro.
Have you tried it and just know?
Are
for a
you
fact-
sure,
I mean,
Joe?
we were talking the other day, and it sounded like.
Whoa!
Nothing wrong with it if you are.
I mean, it's okay. I don't think
accept you as
it's
you
less
are.
of you, bro. But
Yo.
I'm just the
Are
rate
y'all-
at which you were saying some
Are y'all
stuff.
playing me like this on the air?
No, I'm being dead serious, bro. I would have talked to you about this another time, but I just didn't think you felt comfortable.
I think you guys should.
I felt comfortable on TV.
Joseph.
You
Joseph.
lying. That's how I know you lying.
I think you
bruh.
guys should hash this out in the morning.
yeah.
Anyway, what
I'll
happened?
play
was-
with you.
Anyway, y'all mean, man. Hey, y'all playing, man.
tell us
Just
story,
tell us. They want to know.
Anyway, what happened was, I heard about it. I'm like, whatever, because like I said, I'm not homosexual, so I'm not really worried about it. Now, I was in African drum and dance ensemble. You see, they keep laughing because they don't, because despite common belief, I'm a great dancer, and they don't seem to believe me.
Yo.
Yeah.
They didn't give you, like,
Wait,
nicknames or nothing.
What is the group?
No, they give me no nicknames.
What's the group called again?
Huh?
What's the group called?
One Hills High School African drum and dance ensemble.
That's so long.
What was the acronym for that?
WHHSAA. Anyway,
So what would your dance nickname be?
we had no nicknames, bro. We just used the actual.
They had one for when
Miles,
he
did you
wasn't
ever
around.
consider exotic dancing as
You need to talk to your dad bro, about that.
Huh?
Bro, y'all.
Oh God.
Y'all playing me
keep
for
going.
real, bro.
Bro, please just finish the story.
Anyway, what happened was, so
Please don't finish the
I'm
story.
playing drums, like at this point in the show, and there's another, and the dude that I heard was asking about me is playing drums a row behind me, and it's like a moment when we're not playing or whatever, and they're kind of working with the dancers. and
Oh,
you
just during the show.
no, not during the show, during rehearsal. Yeah, they're working with the dancers at this point. And he leans over to me, and it makes me real uncomfortable that this happened. He leans over to me and he says, "It's not funny, bro." He leans over to me and says, he asked me, "Hey Miles, is it true that you walk funny because your genitalia are so large?" And I said,
Say it like you said it, bro.
I didn't even really.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's so
Can you
bad.
please give them the
Why
unedited
am I
version?
here?
I didn't really even know how to respond. Like, I was just kind of like,
How did you respond?
I don't even know if I did. I was just kind of stunned. I was like, because this dude was older
So
than
you
me.
just sit there and took it.
Y'all are so
Y'all terrible.
Y'all terrible, bro. Y'all terrible. But nah, man. I was like, no. I mean, like that's kind of a weird. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never had that question asked me before. Maybe Ramel has, but I've never had that question asked to me before.
How would you feel different if a girl asked you that question?
I would feel.
You feel empowered.
Think about it now.
You'd be like, it was
You're
still.
like, hell yeah.
Nah, it would still make me uncomfortable.
Sure.
No. Here's the thing.
It depends if he's attracted to the girl or not. It's like,
Yeah,
Sure.
I mean, kind of to a certain degree. You know, I mean, to a certain degree.
no. If a girl
If a girl you're attracted to asks you that question, that's completely different. But if it's a random girl, I'd feel uncomfortable.
If it's a
And
girl
the
that's
fact that
not
they're-
a solid 4.5, okay, we can't do no. People will tell. Imagine a girl that you don't find very attractive because they say I can't rate people anymore.
I was gonna say,
Apparently,
Derek, what would you rate yourself?
no, I'm saying
Fair enough.
Shit, you better rate yourself.
I'm a 10.
Everybody
I'm a
around
10.
this table
Yeah,
better
exactly.
Out of a
rate
10,
themselves.
I'm a 20. On my worst day.
hey, but I'm saying like
I mean, and also, I also want to point out the fact they were older than me, so it also made me uncomfortable just because.
how much older?
Maybe about a year or two.
Age of
Oh,
consent.
so he felt like he was like pulling weight on you. Like, hey, this is fresh for me. This is young
Hey,
blood. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey,
it's
young
not like they
blood.
were like they weren't like a huge dude. Like I know if push came to shove, I can fight. You know.
no, it wasn't even.
I would love to see that.
Oh, you-
Hey, yo, hop in the octagon real quick, bro.
Put it in a rhombus.
He could have been on the wrestling team.
Bruh, y'all wild, man. y'all.
He said, I know we got homeboy playing the triangle. Can you throw it in the triangle?
Hey, cut that camera off, man.
Yes, it's the slanted. It's the slanted square.
Throw it in the rhombus. Put it in the rhombus. Nah. That's always a different shape. I'm like, it's a trapezoid, octagon, rhombus. Throw it in the rhombus.
A parallelogram.
I got a question for you.
Throw that. Send a rhombus.
All right.
Oh no, you have the worst questions. And this can't be one of the comparison. What is?
Hey, bro, go ahead. Now they see your face now when you asking, so keep that in mind, man.
Nah.
I got church.
Okay.
We all got real quiet on that one.
Right.
Go ahead. What's your question?
What's the question?
All right.
Y'all clowning me on a Sunday.
At what point in the talking stage do you have to stop sliding DMs?
2 days.
How
Like-
we're talking once again, talking with what end?
Like talking in an intent, like I could possibly see myself dating this person.
If I felt like that, I wouldn't really want to talk to other people.
I'm not. Yeah, as I'm saying,
Sure.
like, I'm not gonna.
Bruh, I mean, I feel like the way I feel is like, why would I risk what I have based on something that
You say that, but what if they slide in your DMs or somebody you've been talking to in DMs and they pop back up?
I don't care. Like if I'm being real.
So you're just not gonna talk to them at all?
I've
They don't
done that
exist at this
several-
point.
I've done that
All right,
several
Officer
times.
Derek.
I've been like, I'm not gonna jeopardize what I have.
Why are you stuttering? A lot of hesitation in your talk.
Exactly. You sweating a lot.
I'm
You
not
guys
sure.
look sweating a lot right
His
now.
nose is really
Yeah,
sweating.
this is what your nose just
Yeah,
started.
can we zoom in on him?
Ain't no cameraman here. Go ahead, Miles.
We can do
Like-
it from the computer, I think.
I'm just saying, like, I mean, I've done it several times. Like, if I feel like something was real with another girl, why'd I jeopardize that with somebody else?
See,
That's how I feel.
see,
On the
DMs.
forehead too.
That's very.
DMs are a very touchy subject for me. But I'm like, I'm not gonna slide anybody's DMs, but like, people might still message me.
When was the last time y'all slid in a DM?
I can't answer that question. I slid in a DM where somebody slid into my DMs and I
on,
let
bro.
them.
Come on, bro. You really don't be like sliding into any DMs, bro. Ever.
Be
You
I
don't never. You don't
keep it
never
this-
see. You don't never see. Like, bro. Come on now. You mean like if a girl?
I'm not saying I
if a
haven't.
girl-
I'm just saying like as of late maybe I haven't been like. When was the last time I?
We
Oh,
got
yeah, I about to
bruh.
check.
All I'm saying is if a girl that you know going to a restaurant that you know, you can be like, oh, DM. You
I love how
know,
his hat's
they
so
got
low
some
in
good
this.
food. That's sliding DM. Hey, you want to go get some food? Bam.
Oh, that's
slid in.
that's lying DM.
No, they've been like for
should
the
be
most
taking
part like
notes.
within like the
Gosh.
last interaction. That was how
I've
they
been
slide them.
overthinking it, I
I've
think.
slid into
Right,
DMs
they're
before. You know what I'm
masters
saying?
at Well, Joe is now.
It was like that was my thing in high school. I'm not gonna lie. It was like especially Twitter DMs. I was
I
was
heard
Russell
wild.
Westbrook.
DM.
I was
That
pulling.
and kick.
Triple doubles every night.
But then sometimes like I wouldn't have good nights. I just kept pulling. I was just like, you need to chill. But that's besides the point. No, like I'm not gonna slide in a whole bunch. Like if I'm talking to you, I think so. I'm focused on one person. I'm not gonna bring new people into the picture. However,
For real.
if you don't act right, Are you trying to act like I'm not the only one?
Hey, can someone zoom in on Lydia's face right when that happened? She was saying.
Can we
So you never had to do where it's like, you could have had all this if you knew how to act right.
can we confirm what you mean by act right?
It's literally city girls act.
I mean,
act
act right. I mean, like act like you want, like you protect our relationship, like what we're trying to do.
Okay.
If you act right, but then you acting up, you know what I'm saying?
So
I
you
see
just
you out
act-
here on the strip with other people. It's like, no, I gotta be on the strip with other people.
Yeah.
It's retaliation.
That sounds like
It's not even retaliation.
Fight
It's just
fire with
like
fire.
it's not even that. It's just like if you're not like my biggest thing, like one of the worst things you could do is waste people's time or try to act like what it is. That's the thing. I don't play games. Other people play with that. I do not. I don't play games. I have PS4, Nintendo Switch, PS2. I'm not a controller. I don't have time to play games. Like do what you're gonna do, whatever, blah blah. And back to the subject of possessiveness, people are gonna do what they're gonna want to do regardless. You cannot like control what people are gonna do. So it's like, as soon as I see what you're on, especially you try to hide that, do whatever you're gonna do. But then I can't offer you the same thing as if you were on what I thought you were. Like as soon as after I see what you're on, however it plays out after that, I'm accountable because I see what you're about.
All right. Oh, I got my last two questions, and then
That's right.
last two.
Is that before the last three?
Y'all know me. If you could pick your name and it wasn't what it is now, what would it be? And also,
Mustafa.
Leon.
Leon.
Lucius.
These niggas are dumb. I feel like you want to be. I don't know if you'd be very good,
Miss
Lucian.
Young.
Lydia,
I say you can't use your name.
but I want my name.
Lydia seems like she'd be a Rosie.
Mercedes.
Now Mercedes was it.
Yeah, she.
Nah.
For me and Hurley.
They call
people-
her Henny in the Midwest.
People on the street just call me X.
X.
Yeah, X.
All right, DMX.
Exactly.
All right, Sonic.
Wait, I have a question.
What?
What?
Do y'all usually break things off via text or in person?
No.
I gotta do it in person. You gotta be man about
That's cool. Either in person.
In
If that's
person.
not possible, then over the phone.
What if it
Bro.
an
you can
argument
work
pops
with-
off off phone and it's just like, hey,
FaceTime if they out of state.
FaceTime.
I prefer
Skype if they out the
to send a handwritten note.
Get out of here.
It takes 3 to 5
What
days
if
to
it's a
get
voice
there.
memo?
By then they already have the idea.
USPS.
What if it's a DM?
No, I actually.
How
so
about
I
no,
have
it's
a
that.
quill and ink, and I'll just
What do you guys think about ghosting? What do you guys think about that? Like,
That's pretty much. I don't think people should be
If it's early in the stages, you feel free to ghost.
what if you-
I don't believe. I want to say that, but I know there's some people out there who said that I
What
may have
ghost?
disagree.
You know
What
what
if
ghost?
I may have pulled the Danny Phantom 1 or 2 times. But no, no.
little Casper the Friendly. You know.
It's like it was like I maybe like in talking phases where it's like we were talking maybe towards something, and then I'm just like,
What if it's been going on for a while? Like you've been talking for a decent amount of time. Like, do you feel like
What's a decent amount of time?
exactly.
Time's relative.
maybe
Exactly.
at least a semester of school?
What's a
That's
semester?
a long
You know, every
time.
school's
That's a
different.
long time.
Not a semester. I can't.
A real scenario?
Huh?
I can't ghost you.
Miles?
Huh?
You got something to share?
Oh, Miles is going through some stuff right now.
Oh, do I have something to share, Mel? Do I
Flashback.
have something to share, Mel?
I don't know. He looking at me. Your mama right there.
Mel, don't mess around, man. Don't mess around, Mel. I'm gonna help you out. We can get you together. Dang, I can't talk.
First off, what you gonna do is you're not gonna try to little bro me. That's why you stuttering. Last
no, what was
question.
your second question? Yeah.
What are you guys' plan for the summer? I mean, it's right around the corner. To be honest with you, literally after this week. So what's the moves, guys?
I'm trying to hoop, bruh.
What's good?
Trying to
For
hoop,
real?
hoop dreams.
For real?
Listen,
Yeah, I'm trying to hoop.
All right, man, we can hoop.
listen,
That's a bet, for real.
I'm one of the nicest
We
dudes y'all
got
ever
a
meet
dude
on
who
the
can
course.
get on
so.
the Xavier course.
Yeah.
Even though
Yeah.
we're at UC right now, but
I don't know if he's gonna have access over the summer.
we're gonna
We
get
can go
access.
outside.
Anyway.
Go old school blacktop.
Huh?
There's a park.
No, you still haven't hooped. I'm sorry. You still haven't hooped with anybody around this table.
First off, I'm gonna say this. Wait, where's what camera can I look into?
It's the one's right there.
Right there. Are you looking at me? Focus on me. Want to let it be known. I'm one of the greatest to ever play this game. All right.
Mel, you're wearing a fedora.
Yeah,
Listen.
that's the reason he don't.
You know what they call me? Listen, I grew up in Evanston. All right. Listen,
Anderson?
Evanston. That's the neighborhood.
Where's
Cincinnati.
Evanston?
Ramel saying duck his shit.
Yeah. One of the greatest hoopers ever come out of that park. All right. Wanted to be known. My talents are known internationally.
Didn't you say that Noah messaged you? Could you play trumpet?
International.
Wow.
Listen. Want to be? You know what my nickname is on the court? The truth.
The trumpet player.
Because I'm out here sanctifying cats with this crossover. Remember that. Remember that.
So I'm gonna collect these ankles in the name of Jesus.
Baptized.
No,
All right.
no.
we gonna
Does
see
anybody
you
want
on
to
the
tell the
board,
actual truth about what happened with Ramel? What's going on, man?
With what?
What was the? Are we gonna get back to the question about the summer? Wait, what truth?
I don't know, man.
He's just talking to talk.
I was talking.
Summer.
Yeah, no, be quiet.
All I got planned.
Sorry.
Nah, bro. Shake your hand, man.
All I got planned really is like making a bunch of music, working, trying to get my paper up. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Internship. Might have to take one summer course. That's about it. Catch me at the Darties, my chest out. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
Shirt unbuttoned, three down.
Teddy Pendergrass style. That's all we do.
Exactly.
Cadillac.
Sunglasses on. I'm sweating out Hennessy
Whoa.
with the floor shirt on. With
Okay,
a
all right.
pineapple cup in my hand.
We can leave it at that. We can leave it at that. Let's get a little too personal.
Hey, fam. It's them sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Anything goes. I'm from the South. The South.
Dirty South.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Joseph been so patiently ready to go.
What you got planned, Joe? Sip.
Opera. I'm doing the Cincinnati Opera Blind Injustice, which is an opera in collaboration with the Ohio Innocence Project.
Ooh,
It
okay,
highlights
okay.
the stories of exonerees, people, Native Ohioans who have been committed, who were falsely convicted of crimes that they didn't commit, served considerable amount of jail time. But it's an opera highlighting that, and it's going to be a music hall. It's going to be really fun. And other than that, trying to go home, back to Baltimore, see my family, and kick it and work and, just enjoy time off of class.
I respect it.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Lydia?
Work.
And raise her 3 kids.
Including Miles.
I'm just
That
working.
cannot be confirmed or denied.
It can definitely be denied.
He definitely be denied. Wow.
Hey, you can deny allegations. That doesn't mean they're not true.
But this one is.
Ooh.
Go ahead, Ethan. Man.
I already said I'm
Yeah,
trying to
he
hoop.
said he's trying to hoop.
Just enjoy my time outside, for
Excuse me,
real.
Excuse me, my bad, man. I forgot.
No, I like enjoying the weather. That's what I want to do.
Well, I'm planning on. What I'm doing is I'm working at a few jazz camps where I'll be working with youth. I'll be a teacher's assistant. One Cincinnati Public Schools jazz camp. So if anybody knows any Cincinnati Public School students out there that are looking to better themselves at jazz music, please send them this way. You can ask me or email Dr. Rudnick. Another thing I'm planning on doing is I'm going up to New Jersey to work with some kids at a jazz
Where in New
camp.
Jersey?
Huh?
Where in New Jersey?
Newark? No, Montclair, dude. Montclair.
Bro,
Montclair.
my dad pastored a church, a historic church in Montclair.
Montclair.
Yeah, bro.
You still
I
out there?
Nah,
Oh.
but I know mad people in Montclair. I grew up in Bloomfield, which is like
Word.
5 minutes from Montclair.
Yeah, I'm being in Montclair this summer for about two,
the
3 weeks.
composer of the opera that I'm doing teaches at Montclair State.
The camp's at Montclair State.
Huh?
No joke.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can. Yeah, he's the head of the composition program.
Where? Okay,
up
cool,
there.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, hook it up, bro.
Yeah, we'll
Hook it
talk
up.
more.
Yeah, for sure. But it's a jazz camp through
Send
Jazz
him an
House
email.
Pittsburgh. I'm sorry.
So send him an email. Send him an email. Remind him.
I was like, all right, bro. But yeah, so I'm gonna be up there working with and networking as well if I can. I'm actually be playing with a big band out at Dizzy's Coca-Cola Club in Lincoln Center, which I'm really excited about. So yeah, that's what the future holds in store for me. Ramel, would you like to?
Oh, he just tried to stun on me. Though. He's just like, what you about to do?
Would you like to?
You see what I'm on. What you want?
You gonna get another hat?
Probably
two.
most definitely. Hopefully, I'll get a Bailey like you.
Oh, God. Okay, bro.
Borsellino at the max, but in all honesty, just really wrapping everything up with this documentary with CT.
PBS.
So please be on the lookout for that. It's supposed to air June 22nd. Like I said, very blessed for the opportunity to really once again work with Donald Hancock, Carlos, Steven, just a phenomenal team, and to really delve deeper musically so that I can release something and finally get my BMI and ASCAP because
I've been trying to this man
yeah.
trying to get him on a project, you know what I'm saying? But it's supposed to be streaming. This man don't want to get his online stuff together. I was like, look, man, I want to give you credit, but you got me on these websites.
I know I've been messing around, but after I get done with finals this week, man, I'm back on it.
Plus, I love you just slipped in there. People now know the Romel Sims, Derek So Crazy collabs coming. You know what I'm saying? But it's happening.
Yeah. But also, in a sense, really just find a deeper sense of myself as a person, and also just in God, hopefully. Like I said, I'm very thankful for my church, 131 South Wayne. Love y'all. House of God, and rock with y'all steady. That's it, and also really just working. Just applied for a Louis Vuitton store, so hopefully,
Having a fresh cut.
These Borsalinos expensive.
I know. So I said that's like if you get a Borsalino, like that's that's a top tier hat.
It's going on top of your head.
It's just a matter of what you like.
Damn.
Like some like females pay like a lot of money to get their eyebrows, and it's like it's just eyebrows.
Not me.
I know, but I mean you got them bushy things. But
No, my sister.
thank you for that.
They gotta get the her.
All right, I'm gonna take a walk.
Yep.
Exactly. But what I say about that, I guess we'll go ahead and close it on out here. You know what I'm saying? It's been a wonderful, not just episode, but season. Talk to Me Nice podcast show. Appreciate everybody who's came on. Appreciate the guests we have out here tonight. You know what I'm saying? Lydia, Joe, Ramel.
I know you forget, did you, brother?
I know your name, but no, I don't want to say it.
Who?
Why?
Good
Miles,
one,
I'm just
bro.
kidding. Miles. Let me in, Miles.
Disrespect.
I'm just kidding. I'm just playing with you. I'm just playing with you.
Hey, cut the camera off, man.
They about to scrap. Hey, yo, hop in the parallelogram, bro.
Put it in a rhombus. But
Good job.
as always, my boy Ethan, you know what I'm saying? Here every episode, true and thin. Big
money.
shout outs to B-Man, a.k.a. Brendan Mitchell, executive producer.
For real.
Helping us throughout all the season, getting all this editing done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing
we
the
put a
real
camera in
work.
there. But, yeah, I'm just glad to do this. Excited to come back next year for another great season. Shouldn't be the last season, you know what I'm saying? But
Last season?
next season,
Why?
you got to graduate.
I gotta graduate.
Getting up out
Exactly,
this
like-
piece.
So you only have one more semester left?
Yeah, I'm old. I'm 21. I turned 22 in August.
I thought you were. I thought you were a junior.
Same.
No.
Y'all doing a lot of judging.
Are you a
We
senior?
don't need to hop in the
I
top.
lay low.
Look at the
Are you a
judgment.
senior?
I switched majors twice. Yeah, I'm a fourth year.
Mm.
I lay low. You know what I'm saying? People, you only know about me when you need to know about me.
Hey, I respect that, man. I'll shake that man's hand on
I
that.
guess don't nobody need to know. about
Exactly.
that.
People are like, well, you weren't eating media. Why wouldn't you see you until now? Because you didn't need to see me until now.
Yeah, bro. Watch your mouth
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
before you get reckless.
Exactly. You don't ask for rainbow. Why didn't I see this rainbow? Why didn't I see you like on Tuesday? You know what I'm saying? It was snowing on Tuesday.
I would
You
like it to
catch
be
it where you
noted
can.
that Derek
Exactly.
is comparing himself to a work of God.
I am a work of God.
Come on now, praise him.
Exactly. Exactly. One of his best works, if I will. Besides the point. This is why I didn't even say your name, man. 'Cause I knew it turned into this.
Joe
I
set
beg
up
to
for that
differ.
one, man. Joe set up
Yeah,
for
we all,
that.
we all like right when you said that, we all was like,
Wait.
All right.
I'm not gonna lie. You on the list somewhere, but you,
Yeah, I mean, I
you
don't know
pushing
if
top
you
1
was-
million.
Oh.
I'm top 100 on my worst day.
actually, that's probably good for like as many people that's
top
been on
top
this
1
earth.
million.
Word.
Top 1 million
Yeah,
for
that's a
like
fact.
the
Yeah,
late
that's true.
90s.
I'm gonna take top 100 on my worst day. But yo, this has been the best,
You a
one of the
coffee
best
stain, bro.
seasons. Talk to My podcast show.
Thank you guys.
Once again, I for real appreciate everybody that did or that is still tuning in. You know
Love
what I'm
the
saying? We will be back. Look for me. But as always, it's been your boy, your host with the most, D-Rock, a.k.a. Derek So Crazy. Letting y'all out for one last time. You know what I'm saying? You have a good one.
Thank you so much for having us.
Anybody, any last closing words? Anybody?
Anybody want to sing something?
It's so hard
This man will make me get emotional.
He's tired.
to say goodbye.
Go ahead, sing. Take your time, young man. Take your time, young man.
Yesterday.
I think he's having one of those spazzing Erica Badu moments.
I can't get this camera on me real quick. Hey, everybody out there watching Bearcast Media, Bearcast TV, y'all have a good night. Talk to My podcast show.